They asked what the Joker's name is. His name is Arthur Fleck. Now, if you take those words and kind of put them together, let's just take the A, drop the rest of the letters, and then put Fleck. He's like, man, I don't even work for y'all no more. What are you doing? Affleck. Oh, you know the one thing my wife and I can agree on is the quality of merchandise from dtmerch.com. Oh, we never argue about these shirts, man. We never argue about any of the items.
Hey, they're good quality shirts.
They're good quality shirts. They're sure to bring stability to any relationship out there. And don't spend money on counseling. Go to dtmerch.com. Get a shirt. And I said, what? Trust me.
They'll keep your marriage strong.
It will. When you do listen and you decide to subscribe, you can do it many ways. Also with an Amazon account, because we have an Amazon pay button, and you have your username and your password. You're going to put it in there. You're going to press enter, and ooh, Sharonda. There it is. I always like when she's in here. So, man, you should take that toasty goodness over to Perfect 10.
I got $1.
Yeah, I'll buy that for $1. Oh, shit. Let's go ahead. Now, you know, the comic book movie industry right now, very huge. So we got more comic book talk to do. And right before Captain Marvel did that thing, we had a big comic book icon doing that thing. You know, that's why Captain Marvel dropped, because every time DC do something, Marvel said, we'll give you 48 hours to get your ass out of town. Don't say we didn't warn you. Before Captain Marvel dropped, DC dropped a simple photo that set the internet abuzz. And it was of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. And the thing about it, it created such a buzz without even putting a picture of the actual Joker out there. It was just Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh.
And there were a lot of different reactions to this, as you can tell. My first reaction was, goddamn, Willy Wonka looking kind of rough these days. This shit look like Faces of Meth.
Oh, I was thinking No Country for Old Men.
Man, why can't it be all of it? It's the same fucked up haircut for all of it. I didn't even know that this was a Joker picture at first. I thought they caught Joaquin Phoenix for possession of heroin or something.
Right.
Because he looks rough.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, he look like they just dragged his ass out of a crack house. He looks bad.
Damn, man. Get a guy a break.
No, man, I'm not. I'm concerned about his health. Look at this.
But he's always, you know.
He ain't ever looked like this.
Okay, what's that movie where he looks really handsome?
Which one?
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be?
There isn't one.
Yeah, there is.
He's always a weird looking dude.
You know what? He's so weird. He's handsome.
Okay.
Yeah, I will give you one. Oh, what was it? The one where he was a gladiator. Gladiator.
Where he was Commodus.
What's that movie where they jammed in space? Gladiator. He was a good-looking king, man. If you notice my reaction, now before y'all get mad, my reaction is I'm concerned for his health. My reaction is I'm worried about this actual picture here. I'm worried about this person, not even as a character, as an actor. Now, if that picture's disturbing me so much, think how cool that's going to be when they actually make him the Joker. I'm like, I ain't buying this shit.
Not. That's a stretch and a half.
No, okay, now see that's good to hear, because I do want to. This is the only thing they put out so far, along with some pictures of him on set, but it's not too much different from what you see right here. They just show him in some crappy looking clothes, but you can already tell from the collar right here and everything. But he's walking through an alley with some graffiti. But your reaction right now after seeing this, I know it's not much to go by, but how do you feel?
I'm nonplussed. It's just a photo of him. I mean, if you say like this guy's gonna be the Joker, I look at it and go like, I'm having trouble seeing it, but okay, I guess so.
Yeah, okay. See that, and that's what I'm talking about. There's so many people that have they've had different reactions to this. Some people are like, all right, I'm gonna have to wait and see what he's like.
Yeah.
When he's actually being the Joker, or at least acting. And me, I'm like,
because Heath Ledger was the last person I thought could pull off being the Joker.
That is true.
And then he was arguably the best.
Yeah, that is true. Definitely the favorite for a majority of people out there. I'm already interested to see what they're going to do with this character before we ever get to that character. And, you know, with Heath Ledger, we saw pictures of him. When we finally saw pictures of him, it was already in makeup.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of powerful that we see this picture here, and it's just the actor. That is fucked up enough for you to say, for a lot, or at least a lot of people to say, shit, okay, I'm already scared of the Joker. He ain't even showed up yet. Now, I will say where they are being petty is that, have you heard about what the actor's name is? I mean, not the actor, but, okay, so this is going to be an origin story.
Okay.
And the Joker's going to have a name before he actually becomes the Joker. And
Joseph Kerr.
no, I wish it was, man. If only it was, because that wouldn't be petty. DC's being kind of shitty, man.
Oh.
The name of the character.
Kevin Feige.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Martin, even that is tame to what they did right here.
Oh.
I'm serious, man. Martin, I'm looking at this in the express.co.uk, and if you look over there, look at it. They ask what, and I'm gonna put the arrow up where you can see it. They ask what the Joker's name is. His name is Arthur Fleck. Now, if you take those words and kind of put them together, let's just take the A, drop the rest of the letters, and then put Fleck. He's like, man, I don't even work for y'all no more. What are you doing? Affleck.
This is what happens when you quit us.
They are being petty fucks, man.
Because they'll have a mailbox somewhere and they'll say A.Fleck. Come on, leave this man alone. How's he ever gonna get better if y'all just keep messing with him?
Yeah, man. Why y'all doing that? The man is already down. He's in rehab. He's trying to get better. He don't even work for y'all no more, and y'all still fucking with him. Affleck. With this, I am for this. I am all for this. Now, again, I'm not sitting up here saying that the movie itself is going to be good, but I already like the direction they're taking. Now, this is a standalone Joker movie. Mm-hmm. This is not part of Suicide Squad. It's not Jared Leto. You know, this is not an extension of Jared Leto. You know, it's not that he fired him and got Joaquin Phoenix to play him. What we're getting here is we're getting a different Joker, and we're getting an origin story. And, you know, when I look at this, I already think that with them doing a standalone film, that is the right approach. And I think the reason why a standalone film would be better is because we'll be able to dig deeper into the character. Now, or maybe not, I don't know, but from what I've been hearing, you might be going that direction where you're digging deeper or going deeper into the character's mentality. You know, there's been some Jokers out there that we've seen, and most of them have been funny. You know, Cesar Romero, boy, he would not shave that mustache.
I know.
You know, they could not pay him to shave that mustache.
They must have really wanted him, though.
I know.
He must have nailed the role.
Too bad they didn't have CG back then. They could have spent $5 million to take it out.
To do it poorly.
Somebody got a razor blade right there, like, I dare you! Get away from me! But that's Cesar Romero from the 60s Batman. We see the animated Joker, Mark Hamill, who did the voice for that. Even as menacing as he was, it was still kind of funny because they couldn't make him completely terrifying.
Well, that's the point, is to make him funny and menacing.
And menacing at the same time, but because they've still tried to keep him in the family area, you know, we didn't get the truly crazy Joker.
Sure.
You know, but we did get that with we got that way with Jack Nicholson, who even then, he was still being morbidly funny.
Oh, there'll be a hot time in the old town tonight.
I
don't even think Jack Nicholson was acting. I think he was drunk.
He let that go on for a long time, but those other gangsters just sitting there like, what are we supposed to do?
You seeing a man frying from a handshake, what are you going to do? Be like, is this part of the act? No, it might be like, well, maybe this is entertainment right here. Maybe it's a real magic trick. I don't know.
Or roll Vito around. He'll be all right.
Maybe he's about to pull a rabbit out his ass. I don't know. With that, we start to get into a darker area with the Joker, but it wasn't until with the comics that we start to see. It was the actual comic books that really went on a limb to show you how insane this guy was going to get.
Sure.
You know, like deadly to the point, not just shooting somebody with a gun or doing a deadly prank. I mean, disturbing violence, beating children.
Yeah.
Cutting his own face off and murdering people in gruesome ways. You know, it was the comic books that explored that side of the Joker. And I think that that is why when we had Heath Ledger, that is why we had one of the best Jokers that we had ever seen. It's because of his performance. Naturally, I'm not going to say that it isn't, but I also think it's because with Heath Ledger, you know, that's the first time that we actually got to see him be that disturbing. You know, pretty much a sociopathic terrorist.
Yes, yeah, sociopathic terrorist who wasn't big on the whole clown motif.
No,
other than his makeup, and
his makeup.
costume.
He made it. You know, he did do things to make it part of his trademark. But he's like, you know, I ain't gonna be sitting up here, you know, performing for y'all and laughing and shit. Ain't a goddamn thing funny up in here.
Exactly. I don't have a bunch of themed henchmen.
Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna be. You know, yeah. I don't have like colorful costume sidekicks coming in and henchmen. Yeah, dressed like penguins and clowns. You know, there's even like the guy is running around the city blowing up shit in clown makeup. And even then, when people said, you're crazy, it's like, no, I'm not.
How much you want?
Half. You're crazy. I'm not. No, I'm not.
Hey, I want to remember you.
I'm sorry, sir. I meant to say you're quite in charge of your facilities.
I have this mirror that says you are.
I like the way he's like, look, motherfucker, don't let this clown makeup fool you. Right. Ain't a goddamn thing funny right now. That Jared Leto Joker was so bad, man.
Yeah.
Because,
well,
you know, trap Joker right here.
Yeah, and he made the mistake that Tommy Lee Jones made as Two-Face, and that he was trying to be too crazy.
You know what? You're exactly right. It was a lot of things that went wrong with this Joker right here. Nothing against Jared Leto, but like I said, you know, they tried to make they made a trap rap out of him. You know, he was Joker, the hip hop artist.
Yeah.
He wasn't Joker, the sociopathic maniac, and that was yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, are you a Joker or a vampire? What's your stick here?
Yeah, you know. Oh no, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
Got a grill,
Yeah.
tattoos all over his face. The problem was with that movie, Martin, they tried to get a look down instead of really concentrating on the personality of the character. And combined with a bad story,
Yeah.
you got a person that pretended to be crazy. You never bought that he was crazy.
Right.
You know, quit playing. You ain't that crazy. you know what?
Because you meet people who try to be crazy, try to project themselves as that, and you're like, you know, you're really kind of boring.
Yeah, no, you doing cosplay. You would do it in a Halloween costume acting crazy like the Joker. That's why I say, you know, when looking at what they do with Joaquin Phoenix, with him already starting out being somewhat disturbed, I think you're going to get the best parts of some of the best Joker, and you're going to avoid what they did with something like Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Also, another reason why I think that this could be a good thing, they have a chance here to improve on an outdated book and an outdated story. Since this is going to be an origin story, they're taking a lot of inspiration from
The Killing Joke.
Batman, The Killing Joke. And a lot of people talk about this being an outdated book. They say that the writing just doesn't hold up. It's not as clever as they remember. It's kind of corny in some parts. And it did not help when they brought out the animated version.
I still reread the book, and it's fine, but that animated version.
Oh, that animated version. The one where Batman fucked Batgirl on a dirt-ass roof.
Yeah.
This soap opera shit right here.
I know.
Feeling on your booty. You know, Batman would never.
Exactly. It's
Batman
like-
would never stop fighting crime for some ass, just to grab some ass.
Yeah.
Now Bruce Wayne will get a room
That's the
and
thing.
do it right.
Because if they make it like, well, Batman's so lonely, this is someone he can connect with. But it's like, yeah, but he's Bruce Wayne the rest of the time. He has women.
Yeah, he don't need this. Batman ain't gonna be getting butt naked in the bat suit.
Right.
You know how long it would take to take
All that shit off.
Unless we don't know Batman that well, he has a little hole down there ready to pop his bat dick out at any time.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't know Batman that well.
There'd be so much undressing that it'd be a long enough time to go like, You know what? I've thought about this. This is a really bad idea.
Yeah, I ain't got a heart on no more. Fuck it.
But to the credit to the book, this is not in the book.
No, it's not in the book. And that's why there's some other things that people say, all right, you know something? Some people even say, I'm still not comfortable with the way that they shot Batgirl, who's also known as Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon's daughter. And some people are disturbed by that. And they say,
You're supposed to be disturbed by it.
Some people are thinking, but for some reason, it's got this whole thing of like, now don't get mad at me. Some people say, yeah, it's kind of it feels kind of sexist right now. Now I don't know why. I'm telling you what they say.
What they say.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not saying it myself, but
I mean, it was horrific at the time you read it because they'd never done anything like that.
yeah, no, but I'm just saying.
But every disturbing feeling you get from that, you're supposed to.
Well, and that's why the book works in some ways too. The book, not
the book, not the
that
animated,
cartoon
that
shit, that cartoon
no.
soap opera they got.
Yeah.
No, with the book, they're able to actually go in because some of the origin story still is fascinating.
Yeah.
And some other parts of the book are very disturbing. I think if the book doesn't hold up well today, it's a way to go in and maybe just play with the story a little bit and perfect some things that weren't done that well, or at least the things that people disagree on right now. This is an origin story right here, as I told you over and over again. The origin story when I first heard about it, it didn't sound that good because it's about, much like the Killing Joke, like I was saying, it's about a comedian a failed comedian who failed so hard that he goes insane and somehow is a criminal genius and goes into a life of crime. And to me, that sounds lame. So you bombed on open mic night, and now you a criminal genius. You know what? If that was the
now
case,
you're setting bombs around the city.
Yeah. Now you say, yeah. If that was bombing at open mic night, if that was the case, we have so many supervillains coming out of this bar down the street on Wednesday nights.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, dude, believe me, I've seen a lot of jokers.
Potential
jokers over open mic night. Not only is this taking cues from The Killing Joke, the comic that I just showed you guys right here. If you haven't read it, check it out. Has a great ending. But they also say that this is going to be taking its cues from a certain film that's out there too that deals with another disturbed comedian.
And I'm thinking as I'm sitting here now, well, maybe this is my big break. This is my big chance. You know what I mean? I know. That's where I am, at the bottom.
That's a perfect place to start.
That's The King of Comedy by Martin Scorsese. And
man, he's being so patient with him in the beginning.
Oh, he should.
And it just did not pay off. And I wish you would watch this movie every day.
Why?
So you would learn something.
About me?
Yeah.
What?
Don't let the Rupert Pumpkins into your life.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying I was Rupert Pumpkin, which is Robert De Niro's name in the movie.
No.
Okay. Well,
no, it's all the Rupert Pumpkins that hang out around here that you go talk to where everybody else is saying, just come on and leave them.
Well, it's too late. He's already sitting over there. Yeah. Come on, man. You trying to get us to look up the Mighty Ducks a little while ago. You were crazy as fuck. You know that. If you haven't seen King of Comedy, it's about a comedian, sort of a guy who's on his way to being a failed comedian also, who's stalking a successful talk show host played by Jerry Lewis. And they're kind of turning this around in the film where Martin Scorsese is producing this.
Oh, is he?
And Robert De Niro is going to play a talk show host who's the one that ruins his life and drives him insane. Oh. So, yeah, and look, the reason why I like that is because I think it's kind of cool where, for one, they are definitely not trying to outdo Heath Ledger's Joker, because Heath Ledger came in being this mysterious character you knew nothing about. They couldn't even get his fingerprints.
Right.
They couldn't find his identity at all.
Yeah, it's been a third of the movie going through all these steps trying to get his fingerprints, only to go, nope.
Yep. They said, well, we got some lint. Run it through the machine. Let's see what we got. But
we spent all that time doing this shit. I swear, testing, building new machines. All right, we can fabricate a print. Now run that. Oh yeah, it came up as nobody.
Yeah, no.
God damn it.
It came up as ha. They said they did all this investigation. All they found was knives and lint. He was this enigma, man. And nobody could find out anything about him. And that worked. That worked great because this guy, as they said in the movie, was an agent of chaos. He just wanted to cause trouble because of some lack of humanity that he had. But with this is taking the opposite direction. I think seeing the human being before he becomes a super villain and seeing how disturbed he is already, because I think that's where they're going to play it. It's going to play like, probably can't get ahead because he's kind of fucking crazy anyway.
Sure.
Like nobody's going to give him a break.
Yeah, and with the Killing Joke, it was not only was he a failed comedian, but he got in deep with the mob.
He got in deep, and they might do something like that here. And if they're able to do that, then I think that you'll have a Joker where, unlike anything seen on the screen, you might finally get a version of the Joker that's somewhat sympathetic, possibly. I mean, you're not going to defend him. You're definitely not going to try to, you ain't going to help me. You're not going to be a character witness for him or anything like that.
Sure.
If he calls you with that one call from jail, you ain't going to go help him.
Click.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, he might kill me when he gets out.
Hello, Martin. I have a favor. But with this, I think you can get a guy that you could feel sorry for in a way before he actually becomes the person that he is. Like, it's a shame that he did become this way because he needed help.
Right.
So, again, that'll be something different.
Society failed another white man.
Yeah, Martin is saying.
When will it end?
When will the cycle end? It's funny because they failed the white man. What did he do? He became whiter.
The only way to get ahead.
I'm whiter, crazy, and the cops still won't shoot me. But yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to those are my reasons why. Now, whether it works or not, I don't know. But that photo, since they didn't put out a regular Joker publicity still, putting that out, that I found that fascinating. And I hope that they can follow through on some of the things that I'm thinking here. Make my movie. Like I always say, hey, that's my biggest complaint. Well, Mark, they didn't make my film.
Sure.
You don't seem to be too enthusiastic.
Well, no, I mean, it could be a winning formula where you have a solo movie that's really just focused just solely on the villain, separated from the hero, and you get a high-profile actor who we know is good, like Joaquin Phoenix or Tom Hardy.
Oh, yeah. What do you
see where I'm going with this?
What about Tom Hardy?
It's the same formula as Venom.
Well, I mean, in what way? Like a guy who's down on his luck?
No. Movie that's focused on the villain, no hint of the hero that we love the villain for, and, well, hey, we got this great actor, but might not be enough.
My argument there would be that Venom is definitely something that's forced. With this movie here, I think it's something that they are trying to actually pull back on and say, all right, the reason why we're doing this is because, well, for one, we fucked up the Joker last week, but the other thing is we're not forcing this to be part of this other universe. We're just doing this as a standalone thing. We feel inspired about it, so it doesn't seem like Venom where it's like, oh, well, shit, we're trying to dick ride Marvel right now. So,
hey, you know what? You saying that Scorsese is a producer, that gives me hope. Yeah,
I mean, that gives me hope, too. And I don't know if De Niro's going to be in it. I think they're talking to De Niro right now, but it does seem like they're really putting it out there like he is in. So I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm just relieved that they are not trying to force this into another squad, into a Batman spinoff or something like that. I like that they want to take time to explore a character. Yeah, I think that's why they're doing it.